WWE at a crossroads. The unprecedented turmoil shaking the wrestling world. The global wrestling landscape is currently gripped by a period of intense and unpredictable transformation. A confluence of shocking backstage developments, controversial creative choices, and the enigmatic absences of key superstars has created a perfect storm of uncertainty. The narratives of Paul Heyman's potential defection, AJ Lee's mysterious vanishing act, Bronson Reed's merchandise scandal, and the growing critique of Triple H's leadership are not merely isolated headlines, they are interconnected tremors signaling a potential seismic shift in the foundation of world wrestling entertainment. As the countdown to the colossal Crown Jewel 2025 event in Perth, Australia, intensifies, the company stands on a precipice. Every alliance feels fragile, every championship seems up for grabs, and every superstar is battling not just for victory, but for their very legacy. This is a comprehensive breakdown of the chaos captivating millions and redefining the future of sports entertainment. The puzzling disappearance of AJ Lee. The wrestling world was electrified by the triumphant return of AJ Lee at WrestlePalooza. Teaming with her husband, CM Punk, she secured a decisive pinfall over Becky Lynch in a spectacular mixed tag match, instantly re-establishing herself as a premier force in the women's division. The victory sparked immediate speculation of a forthcoming Intercontinental Championship challenge and the dawn of a new era for the Black Widow. However, the euphoria was short-lived. AJ was conspicuously absent from the following Monday Night Raw in Dallas, plunging her future into a cloud of mystery and fervent fan speculation. Several compelling theories have emerged to explain her sudden departure from our screens. Physical recuperation. A nearly decade-long hiatus from the grueling demands of in-ring competition is not easily overcome. AJ herself candidly admitted in her post-match press conference, "My body's still catching up. I forgot how much it hurts to be back in that ring." This raw honesty suggests that Wee's medical team may have mandated a recovery period to ensure her long-term health and performance viability. A strategic, limited appearance contract. Insiders suggest that AJ's return was brokered under a part-time or limited appearance deal, akin to those of legends like John Cena or Edge. This strategic approach allows WWE to preserve her special attraction status, spacing out her appearances to maximize fan anticipation and impact, potentially saving her for blockbuster events like Survivor Series or even WrestleMania 42. A long-term storytelling play. The fact that AJ was never officially advertised for Crown Jewel is a significant clue. This points to a deliberate, slow-burn creative strategy. The most tantalizing possibility is that the company is meticulously building towards a historic, dream singles match against Becky Lynch, a feud with the potential to define the next generation of women's wrestling. Her current absence serves to heighten the intrigue and ensure their eventual confrontation is a monumental event. Bronson Reed's merchandise maelstrom and homecoming opportunity. Amid the narrative intrigue, Ozilla, Bronson Reed found himself in an unexpected real-world controversy. His popular, Tribal Thief, merchandise was abruptly pulled from the WWE shop after the design attracted the attention of Nike's legal team for its resemblance to the iconic Air Jordan branding. Reed handled the situation with remarkable professionalism, clarifying that the issue was a purely legal copyright matter and not indicative of any internal conflict. A modified design has already been released, demonstrating WWE's swift damage control. Far from derailing his momentum, this incident has almost amplified Reed's spotlight as he approaches the most significant match of his career, an Australian street fight against the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns, at Crown Jewel. Competing in his homeland, Reed has a monumental opportunity to leverage the crowd's energy and score a career-defining victory that would cement his status as a main event player on the global stage. Creative direction under fire. The Triple H conundrum. Behind the curtain, the creative vision of Chief Content Officer Triple H is facing its most intense scrutiny to date. Legendary manager and analyst Jim Cornette ignited a fierce debate by drawing a controversial parallel between Triple H and AEW president Tony Khan, criticizing both for an over-reliance on a bloated championship structure. Cornette argues that with over 20 active titles across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, the prestige of being a champion is dangerously diluted. When everyone holds a title, the accomplishment loses its unique luster, and storytelling can become secondary to prop management. This criticism is crystallized in the disappointing trajectory of the Women's United States Championship. Introduced with the promise of elevating mid-card talent and showcasing the depth of the women's division, the title has instead become an afterthought. It has yet to be defended on a premium live event, and its champions, from Chelsea Green to Zelina Vega and now the current holder, Julia, have been mired in lackluster storylines. For a talent of Julia's international acclaim to be underutilized in this manner highlights a significant creative failure. To salvage the title's credibility, WWE must invest in meaningful rivalries, consistent television exposure, and character-driven arcs that restore its value. A clash of titans and the specter of betrayal. The centerpiece of Crown Jewel is a champion versus champion clash of epical proportions. World Heavyweight Champion Seth, the Visionary, Rollins versus undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. This is more than a match for supremacy, it is a battle for the very soul of the current era. For Rollins, it is a chance to validate his leadership and the dominance of his faction, the Vision. For Rhodes, it is the potential culmination of his arduous, finish the story, narrative. Looming over this epic confrontation is the ominous presence of Paul Heyman. In a chilling backstage segment, Heyman issued a cryptic warning to his client, Rollins, stating, "If you can't finish your story, maybe someone else will." This has fueled rampant speculation that a loss for Rollins could trigger Heyman's shocking departure from the Vision, potentially reigniting his world-altering alliance with Roman Reigns or aligning with a new, powerful protege. Heyman's next move could irrevocably shift the balance of power within WWE. Additional layers of a complex tapestry. The turbulence within WWE extends even further, touching on legacy, current rivalries, and future stars. A legend's legacy. The wrestling world was saddened by the passing of Hulk Hogan. In a somber development, his family has filed for a 90-day extension to investigate potential medical malpractice, alleging that complications from a prior neck surgery may have contributed to his death. This could evolve into a significant legal case surrounding the final months of the icon's life. Rhea Ripley's divisive booking. The Australian superstar's current pairing with IYO Sky against the Kabuki Warriors has drawn mixed reactions. While Jim Cornette has panned the angle as a waste of talent, WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash has praised Ripley's immense star power, suggesting she would have been a perfect fit for the iconic NWO faction. With Crown Jewel in her homeland, the pressure is on for Ripley to transcend the booking and deliver a defining performance. A new arrival. Former AEW standout Blake Monroe has provided insight into her decision to join WWE, citing a need for new creative challenges and a belief in WWE's renewed commitment to women's wrestling. Her journey in NXT is one to watch closely. Defending the blueprint. WWE Hall of Famer Booker-T has passionately defended the rapid rise of Jade Cargill against critics, comparing her trajectory to that of other, It Factor, athletes like Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Booker emphatically stated that Cargill is not a product of hype, but the legitimate blueprint for the next evolution of women's wrestling. Conclusion. The Perth Precipice. As WWE hurtles toward Crown Jewel 2025 in Perth, the atmosphere has never been more charged. The event is not merely a premium live event, it is a historic nexus point. The outcome of